Hey, what's up, guys? It is Greg Luther coming at you again from all the way over on the other side of the country in San Diego, California, talking to you a little bit today about the top 10 reasons that agents aren't succeeding, or frankly, why they're failing at this point. There's a good chance that one of these 10, you can make a little bit of an adjustment and see some significant difference in your own real estate business. So I'm going to give you all 10 of them here. What I'll challenge you to do is tell me, reply back to me here, and let me know which one you think applies to you the most. So I'm going to run through those. Obviously, I told you about the webinar we're doing this Wednesday, blueprintforclosings.com. You probably see it in the description or something here, but definitely get yourself registered for that. You'll learn more about some of the things you can do to increase your business. Let's talk about the top 10, and you can decide which of these, what I call money barriers, is in the way for you. There's a good chance it's going to be at least one, frankly, if not all of them. We're here doing a conference, a 4-day conference, and this came up actually again this morning. So I wanted to bring it to you as well and see which of these 10 seems to be possibly holding you back, or possibly a blend of 5, 6, 7, maybe even all 10 of these. So let's go into the top 10 money barriers for real estate agents. And rather than doing it the way David Letterman does backwards, I'm just going to give you 1 through 10. I want you to write down, frankly, you should write down all 10 of these, but write down the one that you think you really need to be working on. So the first one for most real estate agents, the number one money barrier is no plan. They don't really have a plan for themselves as an agent. The business just kind of happens to them. They don't have a system in place to generate X amount of dollars every single month by getting predictable results. How do you attract your buyers? How do you attract your sellers? How are you getting those things closed? So the number one problem for a lot of agents when they fly in and see me, we spend a full day together, is what does your plan look like? Well, I don't really have a plan. I do a little bit of this, I do a little bit of that. Sometimes it works out, sometimes a past client calls me, I get a referral, and every great once in a while one of these leads is converted. That's not a plan at all. So problem number one, no plan. Problem number two, no skill. Now that's generally not a major issue for a lot of agents when it comes to selling real estate. We know what we're doing. You're probably very good at that, but you may not have skill on the marketing side. How do you promote yourself, and more importantly, promote your offers in a way that people are interested in them? So if you don't have skill that way on the marketing and conversion, that's a money barrier for real estate agents. That's going to keep you from making the money that you want to earn. Number 3 is no confidence. Now, we've heard before, competence leads to confidence, right? You're not a leader unless someone's following you. If you think you're a leader and nobody's following you, you're just going for a walk, right? So if you don't have confidence, if you don't believe in yourself, why would they believe you could sell their house or you could find their home? And I'm sure you've met a timid realtor before. The great Zig Ziglar always told us that timid salespeople have skinny kids, because they're not going to sell much. So if you don't have much confidence in what you're doing, it's probably because you haven't built your competence level up to where it needs to be. So let me give you an example that makes sense. I don't want you to feel offended or feel you need to defend yourself and saying, oh, no, I am really confident. Let me give you an example. I've been doing this 20 years. This year, 2019, is my 20th year anniversary in the real estate business. If I were doing a commercial deal today, I'd be lost. If they were saying I need to know the cap rate and what's the CAM charge and, all of those terms that I slightly know, I'm smart enough to carry a conversation, but I'm not real confident in it. Do you see what I mean? So you may be good at the real estate side, but not real competent or confident when it comes to the marketing side or generating that business or whatever. And then when you do meet with them face to face, you got to come across as knowing what you're doing and truly being an advisor. You can't advise them if you don't seem real confident. Okay, so that's going to be number 3. Number 4 is the fear of what if. Okay, so I've had a lot of agents, they think they have a fear of failure. Well, what if they tell me no? Okay, don't call them, and you're guaranteed they'll tell you no, right? Don't go meet that client, and you're guaranteed to fail. At least you won't have a fear of failure. You know you failed. So you don't have a fear of failure, you have a fear of success. So many agents say, well, what if something bad happens? Well, then don't do anything and you're guaranteed that bad will happen. Absolutely certain that bad will happen. You won't be able to pay your bills, and you want to start selling some stuff. Here's what you'll be selling: your car, your house, your belongings, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So that fear of what if might be holding you back, and that's number 4. Number 5, no targets. If you're out there playing, when it comes to your goals, if you're playing blindfolded archery, when it comes to whatever you're shooting at, I don't know what I'm shooting at, so whatever I hit, I guess that's good enough. If you don't have any targets, you got nothing to really shoot for. So that goal setting, it really matters. It's an overly used term, but it really matters so that your daily actions will get you to whatever that goal is. Not just, I need to do more. Okay, what are your goals? I got to sell more houses. Okay, what kind of numbers is that? You don't need to sell more houses, because if I could get you a $3 million deal tomorrow, you need to sell one house, right? So it's not about selling more houses, doing more stuff. I just need more business. No, it's not. Let's talk financially about where you need to go. So that's number 5. Number 6, no systems in place. Again, systems is a drastically overused term as well. We talk a lot about this. If you haven't yet registered for that blueprintforclosings.com, you should see a link in here somewhere, but go to blueprintforclosings.com. We talk about that every Wednesday. We do a webinar, and we talk a lot about if you don't have any systems in place. I'm not talking about technology or CRM programs or drip emails or any of that stuff. You need to have a systematic approach for where am I getting my business from and how do I get them converted. When I do meet with them, how do I give them a presentation that's strong enough that compels them to do business with me? That's what a true system is. And you should be able to write down or document what it is that your system is. The next one, that is number 6. Number 7, perfectionism. I want you to remember one thing, and this is worth writing down as well. Version 1 is better than version none. And if you think you're going to be perfect, you'll never take action. Nobody's perfect. There's nobody in the NBA that's ever missed more shots than Michael Jordan. There's nobody in professional baseball that's ever had more strikeouts than Babe Ruth. Take the shot. As long as you're legal, moral, and ethical, you're doing the best that you can do. Who cares if sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't? Who cares if we do a marketing campaign, we spend $10 and it doesn't work? Spend $10 tomorrow. It's not going to work every time. When I go fishing, I know that every time I cast, I'm not going to catch a fish. What do? I cast again. So in your real estate business, you have to be really focused on staying away from perfectionism. Just do the best you can possibly do, and that's good enough. And I promise you, you're going to make more money from that. The next one, number 8, is procrastination. We'll come back to that one. No, I'm kidding. We are very well into, every single day we deal with procrastination, or I'll put this off, or I don't want to deal with it. You probably heard the book, Eat That Frog. First thing in the morning, do the most terrible thing that you don't really want to do. For me, it would be exercise. Get it done in the morning so it's over and you don't have to think about it. Real estate agents procrastinate an awful lot, which leads to number 9. It allows us to do that. The 9th item, distraction. Can you agree, as real estate agents, our top 2 problems are distraction and procrastination? That's the 2 reasons you don't make money. You're not focused. You're not doing what you're smart enough to do. You know what to do, but you're dealing with distraction and procrastination. And I'm sure you know what I mean by that. So that is number 9 that may be a problem for you. And number 10, your own BS. You know what I mean by that? So your own drama, your own head stuff you're dealing with, the stuff that keeps you up at night, family problems you may be going through, health problems, certainly financial problems, your own BS gets in the way. And if you can't separate those things, as an example, I did a full day consult for an agent where I went to their office. I walked in their office, literally their office. They were with a big brokerage, and there was like the electric bill and the car payment and the cable payment for the house. I'm like, why is this in your business? That is to never come on this property. You cannot mix your own personal BS with your business. That stuff is out of this property immediately, because you can't be focused on real estate when you're sitting here with an electric bill that's 10 days past due. You can't do that. That's the definition of somebody that's struggling. I work with agents that are doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, some doing better than that, doing well into the 7 figures. I want you to copy what they're doing. Even if you're doing it on a small scale to start, I want you to copy what they're doing. So you tell me, and I want you to make a comment here as well, because I think you'll find that I may have some tips that'll help you tremendously. I always reply to everybody's comments. Which of these 10, just give me the number, which of these 10 are the biggest money barriers for you that you think are holding you back? I'll give them to you again. Number 1, no plan. Number 2, no skill. Number 3, no confidence. Number 4, the fear of what if. Number 5, no targets that you're shooting for. Number 6, no systems. Number 7, perfectionism. Number 8 is procrastination. Number 9 is distraction. And then 10 is your own BS. Which of those 10 do you think are probably the biggest one for you? I know you've got a little bit of a combination of all. I know I certainly had 7 of them I needed to deal with. Which of those 10 are most important? Give me a comment here. If you think this kind of stuff is helpful for you, do me a favor. Like the page here, like this video. I think you're going to find that it's incredibly helpful for you to get this kind of information. As you know, I do a Facebook Live every day. Sometimes they're 4 minutes, sometimes they're 12 minutes, giving you as much content and valuable resources for you to improve your real estate business as possible. Now, you won't use it all, but I know you like the price, and I know you like some of the great advice you get. I always get tons of feedback on, man, this is making a tremendous difference for my real estate business. So if you're honest with yourself and you do an assessment here of these 10 items that we just listed, which of these 10 is probably holding you back the most? I may have some tips that'll help you out with each of those 10. So feel free to like this page and like this post. Give me the thumbs up and give us a comment here. What do you think of those 10? 1 through 10 is your biggest issue. If we can address it, you may just start making a lot more money, and that's a big win for you. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. I know that I'll see a lot of you on Wednesday's training at blueprintforclosings.com. You can register for that training totally free. Again, blueprintforclosings.com. I'm going to get back down to the conference room here. You're actually catching me in the hotel room in San Diego, but I wasn't going to miss trying to help you in growing your business today. So hopefully that's of service to you. Let me know. Give me a comment below here. Is this helpful for you? And which of these 10 do you think is your biggest holdup? What we call money barriers. So I will plan on talking to you very soon, and bye-bye for now. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video, and listen, we've got a lot more information for you to help you with growing your real estate business. We load new videos nearly every day, and I want you to have access. So you got to do 2 important things. It's both totally free. Number 1, I want you to subscribe to this channel. You'll see the little subscribe button for you to click. If you don't have an account with YouTube, set it up. It's totally free. You got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important factor, you got to ring the bell. Right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a little bell to turn on notifications. That will let you know every time I load a new money-making video to help you with growing your real estate business. Subscribe and make sure you ring the bell. We'll see you in the next video.